Okay, second part of the video, we're gonna talk about the Luis Suarez card that came out. We're gonna review this card real quick. So this is how I've leveled him. I'll show you the boost. I boosted him first. I went Striker's Instinct again. So so we've got 95 finishing, 90 tight possession, 94 offensive awareness, 95 acceleration, 80 balance, and then we put 8 points in physical to get the heading to an 80 and physical contact to a 90. Kicking powers at 91. Right, because I wanted this card to be just good at everything, to be honest. And if the bullet header does work, I wanted it to be decent. And I think the physical contact really does help this card. There were certain situations where I held off a lot of players. I'll show in the clips. Now, this card, as I mentioned in my initial MSN pack review, the card, I was a bit disappointed with the play style player skill combo. I was disappointed that they gave him bullet header as a goal poacher. I think they should have given him phenomenal finishing as a goal poacher, and then if they did make him a fox in the box, I would say I'd prefer bullet header is okay. That would make more sense. Now, I played 11 games, 19 goals, 2 assists. I will say, surprisingly, this card was insane. What I mean by insane, I mean by the runs he made off the ball. I mean, when you're in front of goal, it's pretty much the same thing with every striker. But what separated this card from other cards was the runs he made. Now, the runs he made were almost fox in the box like sometimes. The way he lose a defender was pretty well done. I don't know if maybe the game gave him a unique animation. Maybe it's the AI playing style, the amazing run. It could be. I do not know. I don't know what amazing run is. I probably do some research on that. But yeah, so he felt good. Now, I will say the only disadvantage with this card, and this is why I think I prefer him as a fox in the box, is he was offside a lot of the times. He was offside quite often, and which is not really what you want from a striker. But I mean, it's a goal poacher, right? Goal poachers are always gonna break the line and stuff. But with a fox in the box, they tend to hold their line, and that was the only disadvantage. It was the card's more like a hybrid. It's like a goal poacher / fox in the box combo with the way he runs. He makes his runs. The bullet header, I did see it once, but we scored it, but it was offside, so I couldn't really count that. But I will show you the clip of that. But yeah, he was just a complete strike. Some of the goals he scored, like, he put them in the corner. I'm not gonna lie, all the shots were in the corner. It could be the high finishing, but some of the animations I saw, there were a couple like controlled shots, like finesse shots that were really good. But yeah, I'm just not going to waste your time. I'm going to show you some clips. I'll show you what I mean by he was offside quite a bit as well. So, let's start with the first clip. So this is, I believe this is a goal which I show. Oh, I didn't show you the skills actually. So the skills I put on him were double touch, sombrero, cut behind and turn. Now, cut behind I will say this. On this card, double touch is a must. Just because, and this is like one of the first strikers I'm actually recommending double touch as a must. Because the way he is pressured by defenders, he needs a form of skill to get past them. And I think he needs double touch and cut behind and turn to get past his defenders. I mean, he feels okay on the ball. The balance is not the greatest, but I feel like these two are like, it's kind of like a must on this card to make him different from the others, or to make him at least usable in a one striker formation. If you play him in a two striker, you probably don't need those skills, but I think double touch and cut behind and turn in a sole striker formation, you need. Sombrero is a bit of a personal option for me. I just like to use it as a first touch sometimes. I think the last two skills I'm going to add is heel trick. I don't know what the last skill will be. You could go soul control if you want. Soul control does kind of help with dribbling, but I think soul control might be the last one actually. I think I'll go double touch, sombrero, cut behind and turn, heel trick, and then soul control. I think so. Yeah, those are the skills I added, and those are the skills I would add. Now back to the clips. So yeah, there were so you're gonna see now this is the use of a cut behind and turn as a fake shot to get past my defender and we score. And this is what I mean by that: a quick acceleration and strength to get past my defender, and with the 90 type possession, as you can see, boom, we're away, through on goal. Nothing you can do. Quick. I think he's a 3-touch counter striker, I'd say. I wouldn't take more than that. And then I believe this is the offside I was talking about. Oh no, this is a good goal, I believe. So it's against Rock Chalk. Just gonna skip forward a bit. Right, so you're gonna see the run of Suarez here. This is the run I was talking about. You can see how like he's instantly running to try and stretch the defensive line. This causes, as you can see in the top left, my Neymar to be free as a prolific winger, and then my Messi is free on the down right of your screen. You can see Suarez threads it through to Messi, and then look at this space. We have Suarez making a run into Messi. This was a super cancel shot as a first touch. I noticed the Rock was using matchup, so what I did is I did a super cancel to bait his matchup to make him commit, and then we score. And yeah, Suarez it kind of reminded me of the old FIFA days of FIFA 17, FIFA 15, 16 Suarez, where it's like he just felt incredibly good. And then this is another example of the run he's making. You can see he's really stretching his back line, and as you can see, as Neymar's on the top left as a prolific winger in space as well, so we can switch it to Neymar. But as you can see, look at that, all of a sudden Suarez is making that run into space and chip shot. I'd say chip shot, finesse shots, outside curlers were my go-to of this Suarez. I think that's why those are the three things I use the most. I didn't really just hit a first time shot, and they were mainly finesse, outside curlers and chip shots. I felt like they were very technical finishes. Like that's all I needed. I didn't really need to just hit it. I could just be composed with it. This is the example here. Suarez's run is he keeps making those runs, but he doesn't hold his line. Whereas a fox in the box, he holds his line, and this is where I think if he was a fox in the box with bullet header, it would make perfect sense, because then he would have held his line and he would have stayed on side. As you can see, we score a header, but we are offside. I did notice he was offside quite often. I don't know if it's the new patch, because I haven't played the game in a while, and strikers are just offside most of the time. But there were multiple occasions where he was offside. This is an example of Suarez making that nice hybrid fox in the box goal poacher run type thing I was talking about, where you can see he is, as a goal poacher, he's resetting to come back onside, which sometimes they don't do. But then he makes a nice, you can see that he makes a nice diagonal run to, I'm just going to slow it down so you can see it. He makes a nice last second run ahead of the defender. It feels like he's a second ahead of the defender, and we score. So sometimes he felt like a fox in the box, and then sometimes he felt like a goal poacher. And then this is another example, a great run. You can see, look, a great run, and he's offside. And I think this happened to me because I'm used to. I keep thinking in my head that he's a fox in a box, and I feel like because I'm used to that fox in the box kind of version of Suarez, I feel like sometimes he's gonna like hold his run a bit, or he's gonna try and bend his run a bit to stay onside. He didn't do that, so it was offside quite often. But some of the runs he was making were really good. But I felt like if he was just a fox in the box, or if he would have like stayed onside a lot more. But yeah, the bullet header, I don't think we only scored the one, which was offside. I do feel like phenomenal finisher would have been a better option, but I'm not complaining. Or even, to be honest, I don't think he needed a skill. And this is a example of the run he makes. You can see, look, I lose my defender instantly. This is what I was talking about. It felt like a fox in the box kind of thing, because if you control your center back against a fox in the box, the fox in the box always makes that nice run in behind. And you can see, boom, take a touch, and then the little contact here, and a little flip flap to score. And I mentioned before, I just do outside curlers, finesse shots, and chip shots with Suarez. I don't really need to just shoot. I feel like it just goes in regardless. So yeah, good run there. What else? I believe there was this is a show of strength, I believe here. Yeah, nice, and again, nice movement, outside curler. Well, we're going to look at the movement from Suarez and the strength. You can see he bends his run. You can see he's running in behind, bending his run. We use the L2, no, the new physical contact, contextual thing to create space, and we just use an outside curler, and it's a goal. So there were a lot of instances of that. And again, I believe this is, again, you can see his run. This is my favorite run right here. You can see he goes left, he goes up like to where Busquets is to try and get into space, and then all of a sudden it looks like he's running, and then it looks like he just hits the Jets. Great movement. We didn't score, we got a rebound. Yeah, pretty good, very good run, I'm not gonna lie. I believe we get another angle of this. You can see right here. Look, he just bends his run enough, and then yeah, I feel like the ball. I feel like if you make a pass, he just runs onto the ball. It doesn't matter if the pass is awkward, off balance. He just runs onto the ball. I think that's it. I think he just runs onto the ball again. You can see here another chip. And yeah, those are pretty much the goals I was scoring, as I mentioned before. Just chip shots, controlled shots, and outside curlers. Again, nice run, onside, finesse, and everything was just going into the corner. I believe we've had some strength here. Is this the physical contact? You can see Koundé is trying to hold him, but nah, not enough. You can't stop him. It was very quick. It felt like when he was on that last man, he was gone. So I definitely did notice that. Great run, great finish. So now my review, I'd say there's so much potential with the Suarez card that I cannot give him a 9 or a 10, unfortunately, which is crazy. I feel like maybe this was a little foot in the door for Konami, just to like give us a little like taste of what they can do with Suarez. I feel like this Suarez they could do a lot more with this card, with the player skills, the player skills, and the player playstyle. I think they could do a lot more, but for me, this card was definitely up there in terms of movement. Definitely one of the more unique strikers in the game with his run style. I feel like as a fox in the box, though, he could be even better with, phenomenal finishing, or goal poacher with phenomenal finishing. Either way, I do feel like they could have gone a different angle with this card in terms of the playstyle and the skill. Could have gone goal poacher phenomenal, or fox in the box bullet header. I did see someone mention that there is a striker, Soloth, I think, who is a goal poacher apparently, I think, and he does have thing about. I'm pretty sure Soloff is a fox in the box, but I'm going off topic. But yeah, so the physical contact I noticed, the acceleration when he's on the last man I noticed, the tight possession I noticed, and the composure in front of goal, it's really high. Again, striker's instinct, skill moves as I mentioned before, double touch, sombrero, cut behind. I will recommend you can go 3 passing instead of sombrero, that's up to you, but I will recommend heel trick, and you can add soul control as a last skill. But yeah, so I give Suarez a 8.59, but knowing what I know now, I feel like there's so much potential that this card could have easily been a 10 or a 9.5. But just because I know there's so much potential behind the card, I'm going to keep it at a 9, as a humble 9 right now. But definitely one of my favorite strikers in the game. Something new, you know. And I think with the prolific wingers, it's really working well with the goal poacher. So yeah, I think as a MSN combo, definitely nice combo with Suarez. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.